Hmm. Okay, guys, I'm going to be doing, we're in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and today's stream, I'm not going to have my webcam on. Um, Long explanation, but there's no webcam. You'll be able to hear me though. Um, so right now, what I'm going to try is World Photographer. Yesterday, I was actually playing with the Cub X, and it happens to be that when I went into World Photographer today, that I'm doing the general aviation and leisure aircraft. The next one is like Cub aircraft. So I've already completed 3 of the 14. So I kind of want to see what this is about. So we're gonna do the Cub Crafters X Cub. The Cub Crafters company leaders were so convinced of its success that they kept the development process secret and funded the project themselves. Pretty neat little airplane. I was messing with it yesterday. It was actually coming down in it. You can load the flight plan into the, via the EFB, but that's pretty much it. Autopilot will follow, but there's no procedures because this is a Bush aircraft, and Bush are not designed to actually have procedures really. So it was pretty fun though. I was actually doing that yesterday, just practicing landing in the middle of fields and stuff down to my final destination. But the brakes on that thing I had to kind of tweak it. A little bit of a challenge, but I think I got that working. So we're going to do the Cub Crafters, like I said, X Cub, see what it does. Photograph the X Cub in the Rainier National Park. Ooh, okay. So flying close to the ground. So we got bonuses too after we do the first perk, which is the main objective is photograph the X Cub in the Rainier National Park. And then we've got those 3 other ones. So hopefully those will work for us. So flying close to the ground with flaps completely down, be to operate the flaps with the aircraft above Mount Rainier. Okay. Let me get my controller so that we can actually go into. So where's the mountain? Photograph the X Cub in the Rainier National Park. Is this the park? We're gonna jump out of the plane. Objective complete. So I guess I got it. Ooh, that's a pretty view though. So that was pretty easy. Now comes the challenging. Flying close to the ground. Okay. What's this change objective? What can we do? No, we don't want to change that. We want to leave it. So we got a beautiful picture there. We're going to continue flying. So we want to fly close to the ground with flaps completely down, with the aircraft above Mount Rainier. You know what? Let's go first all the way up, and then as we come down, we'll go ahead and photograph it. I think you guys can hear the plane and stuff. So we got to get up on top. Let's see if we can climb this. I think we're gonna go right. We're kind of gonna go around. That's my plan, to kind of climb. And then we'll kind of do it like a circle back into the turn into the actual mountaintop. This is the third of the 3 bonuses. So we'll try this one first. We'll probably have to do a couple circles. I'm actually starting to like this plane, chat. A little, you know, it's different. But it's pretty nimble. Hopefully my flaps are all up. I'm gonna go out here and I'll bank left. See if we can just get up a little bit higher. I think we're getting there. see, we probably want to hold the altitude. Yeah. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that's with the aircraft above, so we gotta go keep going up. I was afraid of that, but we'll keep going. Can I get my view back here? But the views are really nice up here. Look at that. I believe we did a tour of this place. No, actually, that was Mount St. Helens. But so my tactic to get to the top of Mount Rainier, because we got to take a picture. That's the third of the bonus objectives. So once we get to the top, hopefully I'll snap that picture, and that'll give us the it'll check us off here. Ooh, look at that. A gorgeous view. Yep, we're getting there. 10,000. So if you guys are just joining us, I apologize for the not having the webcam. It's a long story, but we're just working in 2024, just trying to get the some of the objectives and things. Career mode. Tonight we're doing photography mode. I was checking out this plane yesterday, having a fun time just landing in random farmlands and going back up in the air. Pretty cool. And so when today I did the photography, I decided to do world photography. Well, my next plane was the X Cub. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna so how's my mixture? I see what happened. There we go. They had my mixture all the way out. They're trying to climb. I need that full throttle. But it's interesting because the higher you are, the thinner the air. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get up to like 14. Anybody know how tall or how high Mount Rainier is? So like 14, 15,000? All right, so let me put the plane here. Nope. Not yet. So I'm gonna pause it for a second. Let's see how high Mount Rainier is. The Mount Rainier is 14,400 feet, so we got to go up higher. We still got a ways to go. We're only at 12,000, so we got to climb at least 2,000 more feet. All right, let's go up. Let's try to climb up to 14,000, which is the altitude that we need. I did a Google. Okay, let's try to climb out. And I can't see. Ooh, that wasn't good. All right, let's try it again. Okay, so we crashed the first time. Let's... We got the main objective, but I kind of like the challenge of getting a bonus. Let me check something. Hmm. There we go. We got to climb about another 1,000 feet. All right, let's level off here for a second at like 1300. Come on, 14,000. All right, let's go. Yep, I came down. All right, this is not going to get me. We got to get back up to 14,400. We're almost at the top. Almost at the top. Chat. I think if we get to 14,500, we'll be good. So this is the third of the bonus. The other two are at the bottom. So I decided to capture the harder one first. Oops. I keep coming down. So let me climb up to 14,000 again. Just a little bit more. $15,000 would probably be good. So since this is on top, we're going to try to get it. Folks, I apologize for not having the webcam. It's a long story. Okay. See if we can get up. I'm going to put it on hold. Get outside. Is it gonna work? Let's see. Ah, with the aircraft above Mount Rainier, so we gotta keep going. We're gonna get this. With the aircraft above. All right, fine. I'll make another round for it. I'll turn back into it. So let's see here. Hopefully I don't have to land, because that would suck. Let's see. Make sure I got the altitude on. At least it holds the plane, because it's hard to take a picture while you're flying. So let's see if this works. Yay! There we go. There we go, chat. I told you we were going to do it. You just got to be patient. So we got the hardest one. So now with flaps completely down. Can I cheat and just do it here? And then we'll go flying close to the ground. So let's go. There we go. We got the second one. Second of the third. So we got the second and the third. We're working from third, second, and now we're going to go all the way down. We already got the main objective, and that was just to take the photograph. So now let's go flying close to the ground and get that last objective. And then we should be done with the Xscope. Okay, so let's turn this off. Okay. Yes, I know we're above. Yes, shut up. We're overspeeding, yes, I know. All right, let's go get this other picture. I'm thinking right down there. Let's see. I was thinking there. No, that might not be good. Let's try over here. We're going to try with let me see if I can point it with the mouse over here. We'll get that last bonus photo. So far, we've been successful. I did crash once, but that was my error. I looked away. But it's just close to the ground, so I'm hoping. What I'll do is I'll throw it, I'll get close enough. And then we'll put it in autopilot. And then when we bring up the camera, it freezes. Actually, right here. We're going to shoot for this right here. Let's see. Let me see if I can do it. Whew, we're close to the ground, all right. Let's see. See if it gives it to us. Huh? With the aircraft above Mount Rainier. Wait a minute. With the aircraft above. I got it. And then it actually... So we got to go back up. Oh! Oh, and we crashed. Haha. That's what happens. All right. Because I was annoyed because the objectives is not correct. I thought we got it. Okay. Let's go back. Oh man, we got to climb again. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was up there. It said it took it. I even saw the star. Unless it does it in the order. But I thought it didn't matter, but whatever. So I'm gonna actually go out and then come back around and fly on top of it. See if I can get it. So right now we're lean, that's why. I don't have enough power. Make sure this is set right. I gotta find the right pitch. Because as my speed lowers, airspeed lowers, the climb rate slows down. So it's 14,400. So we're gonna climb up to about 14,008. Even better if we can get to 15,000. So I'm in photography mode, world photography, with the Covex. Just working on some of the challenges. Also, we'll be doing more like career mode and stuff like that. I was gonna have some more tours from the Intentions, but they updated the portal, but they broke the tour tuner. They kind of got it halfway working. It was completely broken. Then they got most of it working, but there's a couple things missing from it that doesn't allow me to create the tours. So for now, I might have to go back to Bush Talk Radio. All right, we're gonna fly away. Try to get up to that 15,000. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I saw the star for the last objective, which is be on top of Mount Rainier and take a picture, but all right, let me get my speed back up. I got some time left. All right. Is my plane not set right for some reason? Does this look correct? Let me pause it for a second. I need to look something up. So the highest ceiling that the X Cup can climb is 14,000. Mount Rainier is 14,411. And they want me to take a picture up there. So let's go back. Let me continue this. Let's get to our highest climb rate or altitude, which is 14,000. Like I said, I had the picture, but for some reason it didn't give me it. It took it away. I was so on top of it. I know that's not it. We'll get it, chat. Okay, we're at 13,000. Get some speed. Okay, let me get some more speed. Or increase our airspeed. Get some more speed. All right. We should be on top. All right. Pause it. Photo mode. Let's see if it gives me the picture. Come on. Nope. Not yet. Guess it wants me to be over a little bit more. Good. Maybe we got to go up a little bit more. What it looks like. Well, we're maxing out at the highest ceiling that this plane can go. Mount Rainier is 14,400. This plane is only rated for 14,000. Somehow it's not going to get it, but let's just try it. I could use the extra pictures anyway. There we go. See, it keeps doing this. It told me this thing is whacked. Chat, this Microsoft sometimes is so whacked. Because originally it told me aircraft above, right? I took that third one. It gave me credit. Then I went and got the flaps completely down. It told me it got it. And then when I got the flying close to the ground, it gave me that, but then it took off the aircraft. This thing is whacked. Okay, my flaps are completely down. See? See, chat, this thing is so screwed up. Why? Why is it removing my last objective? So I'm gonna try to take one more photo. See? It keeps removing it. This thing is whacked. All right, I'm gonna just continue on because this thing definitely has issues. So let's see what he gives us because this thing is stupid. I got 2 out of the 3, but for whatever reason, it keeps removing. I get 2 of the 3, but if I try to get the third one, it doesn't work. All right, let's see which other ones are out there that we can fly. I'm looking for something with the X Cub. This is Cessna, this is Cessna. So we can change the plane, but we're gonna leave it. Ooh. From the south rim with your aircraft in the distance. So sunrise. See if I can go away. Back away, back away, back away, back away, back away. Now let's take it from a distance. Nope. There we go. Now we need sunrise. See. Play around with the weather. Yeah. Let me go back. That's the Let's see if that. Let's see if that lets us. Okay, so we got the sunrise. See, okay, now why does it with your aircraft in the distance? Or do I need to do from the south rim? Do I need to get all of them? So, in other words, keep it sunrise, and then we'll go from a distance. Okay. I see how this is. You have to do all three scenarios. You can't just say, oh, it's at sunrise. So it's from the south rim with your aircraft. So let me look at my compass. So we're west, so we got to go south. Let's fly this way. So if we do this, so we're gonna head south and see if we can find the south rim. Okay, south entrance. So I'm assuming because we're at sunrise. We'll see if this works. So the bonus condition, you have to have all three. From this, cause otherwise it would be bonus conditions. So that's probably why Mount Rainier, it didn't work. Let's put it all the way, we're at sunrise. Let's put the plane all the way from a distance. Nope. definitely heading south. Here. So let me look real quick where the south. So this is Grand Canyon. See where the airport is. So from the airport, we got to head back north. Okay. So we got to actually back over here, chat. Okay, so I overflew the south rim. So from the airport, we fly back north. So that's the south entrance. So let's come up this way. Skeleton Point. What's this one over here? All right, so let me find the visitor center on the map. Sorry, I can't share that with you. So we want the south rim. So we're going in the right direction. It's over here. Sounds like we're over speeding. Let's see, am I right? Yep. Guys, as I wrap up this stream this evening, I want to thank you guys for the likes and for the subs. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. Okay, so all we have to do is do this in the distance because we're still at sunrise. We're at South Rim. Now let's do this. And we should get all three. And it'd be a good way to end the stream. So apparently it's still too close. There we go. We got all three. There we go. So you have to get every item for it to qualify. Cool. So that completes that one. And we're going to actually go back to the home page. So let's see. We just did the Grand Canyon, so we got all three. So I think tomorrow and the next couple days, we'll come here and I will also do career mode. Once again, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subs. I apologize for not having my webcam on. It's a long story, but you know, this is still some type of video for you guys and stream. So I appreciate the support. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it. We're just gonna click out. Go to the main menu. And I'll end the stream. And I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.